Hello. Um, I was not intending on doing this. This was something I was going to just do for the sake of doing it, but then I thought there was a learning opportunity in this. Today is my first day uh, protesting for the civil injustice against police violence and systematic racism and oppression that is historic in our country. Now, I'm not going to do a long video, and I'm not trying to build up a group or anything like that. I just want to explain what brought me to actually come out, and perhaps some other people were struggling with things I was struggling with. So, I'm going to give you a short story, and I'm going to keep this as short as I can because I'm just taking a short break because I live in Texas, and it's in the low hundreds outside, and I forgot to bring water. But I deal with the heat really good, so it's not a big problem. But I end up getting a lot of water from people just coming by. Police officer gave me water, believe that. A business owner brought me water and sodas. A lady, a white lady, which is part of the lesson that I want to push on to everybody, swung by. All right, I see you, Nathan. What's up, cuz? But I've spent the last 3 years getting a master's degree in history, which today I did my final paperwork on to complete that as I hopefully move on toward a PhD. And I can rattle off systematic oppression from the 1500s to Central Africa, Western Africa, the Portuguese, all the way up until the 1994 crime bill and mass incarceration. And I do that, and I regularly am talking about Native American rights and Mexican rights and all of these things. But when the rubber meets the road, it's time to do something different. That's like when people call me with a problem, or if anybody calls somebody with a problem and they say, "Oh, I'm gonna pray for you." That's something that always frustrates me because I feel you should be praying for me all the time. When something is wrong, there should be an elevation in your activity, not the same thing that you should be doing all the time. And today, for whatever reason, I was listening to the whole Drew Brees thing, and I just said, I looked at myself, and that's what we need to do. I said, some more needs to be done. I mean, I can't just leave it to other people. And I just so happened my wife called me, and she knew something was going on. She said, "I can hear it in your voice, what's wrong?" And I just told her, I said, "I got to do something." And I'm not the type of person that, okay, well, Sunday I'm going to start, or Saturday I'm going to start. I may not live to see Saturday or Sunday. So I said, I got to do something. I got to do it now. And I made a double-sided sign in my office. I got it right there. And put it in the back of my car. And I spoke to my son. Called him. And I said, "Man, how you doing?" And he said, "Well, a lot's going on." And I said, "Well, what do you mean?" And he said, "Well, everything's going on in the world." I said, "How do you feel about it?" He said, "Well, this is bothering me." I said, "Well, Corey, what's up, my brother?" He said, "I would like to help the protesters, but I don't want to get killed." And it threw me back because, my son is usually quite hyperbolic. But yeah, it's real. We're in Texas. These people shoot in a second. And if they don't agree with something. And I told him, I said, "Well, son, you need to do what's right for you." He said, "But I want to tell you something because I always think about the example I am to my kids. I talk to a whole lot of people about issues that deal with race. What's going on, Brother Lee? What's up, Square? With issues that go on in our community and have gone on in our community. But I always wondered, if I was there in the 60s, what side of history would I have been on? And I disappointed myself that I did not move faster. But I told my son, I said, you know what? I feel you and I respect you. I said, you got to do what's right for you. I said, but Daddy is going to go out there. I said, now, I have to be prudent because we got COVID going on. I have 2 state jobs and I have to think. But what I told him was, we can't let fear control our actions, because when people control your actions, they control everything that you have. So I told him, I'm going to pick a place and I'm going to go. I'm not going to go where the crowd is. If it's somewhere where I am, some people where I go, fine. If it's just me, fine. If I get arrested because of something I did, that's on me. But not for any foolishness of somebody losing their temper. Charlie Smith, how you doing? Oh, what's going on, you? I see you. UK, what's going on? If I get in trouble for something I did or something I believe in, I'm willing to take that. Is that Jamel on here? So I came out, I found a place, and the beautiful thing, my son told me, Daddy, I don't want you to go out there by yourself. I'm gonna come. Now that's a 21-year-old black man going to work, and then getting off work, and then he's out there for people. We're just gonna do the best we can. I'm telling you, it is hot out. And I'm just going to do a little video every day. This is day 1. The reason why I decided to put this on Facebook, because when you're out here walking, you got nothing but time but to think. And I'll tell you all about some of the interactions and some of the things that you're going to experience and that you can't experience. But the reason why I decided to do the videos every day is not that I want any, I'm not even telling anybody where I am. I'm not asking anybody to come join me. What I'm saying, love to whoever hit the love button, love to you back. The reason why I'm saying is because maybe somebody is like me. Jamel, I see you, fam. What's up, bro? Do we need to make some calls and bring something? No, man. Just keep, what I'm saying is, if anybody wants to, if you're just on that edge, if you just don't know how, or you don't know what to do, just do something. You know, just pick a place, make you a sign, go out. All right. If you want to join a group, join a group. If all you can do is hit your horn when you see some people out there, because that makes you go, okay, I'm not out here for nothing. And some people are a little embarrassed about hitting their horn, so they kind of give you the 2 fingers off the steering wheel. Give me that. Do whatever it is that makes you comfortable. But also, when you look back on this moment in the world, that you say, I was on the right side and I was who I wanted to be. Whatever it is that you choose, be that person where you can look back 10, 20 years from now, tell your kids, your grandkids, and say, I'm proud of who I was in that moment. I saw what the moment was. And nobody may ever know that I'm out here. But, well, a lot of people do, because I was out here. I've been out here for I don't know how long. People would be amazed at the intelligence of these young people. But see, that's the beautiful thing, brother Hampton. Those were college kids in SNCC. Those were college kids in the Black Panthers. Everybody says Huey P. Newton. They leave off the fact that was Dr. Huey P. Newton. They say Angela Davis. They leave off the fact that is Dr. Angela Davis. These people were educated people.
So yeah, these young people, if they thinking that these are thugs or stupid people or whatever, they're mistaken, and historically they've not been. So I mean, I feel you, and that's what we have to do. We have to put our intelligence forward. When I made my signs, I will say this. I won't say where I am, but I tell you the general location. I'm outside a police station because I figured I'm not gonna be no punk. I ain't gonna be by tomorrow. If I'm going to actually do it, let me go into the belly of where this conversation needs to be had. But I had to be intelligent. I made one step, but one part of the front of my sign said, I don't want to protest. I have to. And the other side said, good cops, please join us. Now, I've had some interaction with some cops today, and all but one has been positive. I had one cop give me some water. Others have, went out of their way to wave to me. And a lot of white people are waving. And this is not just a black and white problem. This is a systematic right and wrong problem. This is a policing problem. This, my first negative experience with police officers, with black police officers in Gary, Indiana. But I've also had outstanding interactions with police officers in Gary, Indiana, and other places. And I'm out here learning just like everybody else. And I will hope if you have a desire to do something, make a small difference, just do it. I hit everybody with a video.